we are connected over at Restream. You just need to verify we got sound on the final output. So look on your phone and make sure we are streaming. Are we streaming?
I'm checking on the YouTube.
Okay. Welcome to Anime Analyst R Us. Sorry for the commotion in the beginning, but whenever you have equipment problems like we have had, you have to take the time to fix them, and we're just trying to verify that sound is getting out over the airwaves and that you can hear what we're talking about. So we can put on a show and explain why we screwed up last time. So I don't know why it's taking my partner so long to click on YouTube and see if we're putting out sound, but it's like 2 button clicks.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for it to show me the live stream. Okay, now it's showing me. It takes some time, how
Yeah, no,
fast
I know.
internet we have here.
I was teasing, bud. I mean, I was messing with you. That's all. We're on Restream, but I got all the sound shut off so it don't re-ring, and so my desktop doesn't put any sound out when I'm on the air because I got everything going through the board and then going to Restream and then going to YouTube.
Okay, so we are like live and we have audio this time.
Oh, cool. Well, we want to apologize for the last show we put out. It had no sound, although we do appreciate the 9 views we got with no sound. I thought that was pretty cool. Um, we are Anime Analyst R Us. I am Thomas Fry, your host.
And I'm Snan Zedi, your co-host.
And we wanted to talk about tonight's little live presentation before our premiere is the struggles of the creation of podcast and our recent issues in dealing with real life as it happens. In our, if you go look in our description and we explain what we're doing and why we're doing it again, I felt kind of stupid when I saw that. I mean, we're at 131 videos finished, and I got probably 25 shows that we are in the process of producing them, and I have to do everything on my end. And as you guys know, we're 9,000 miles apart, so Hassan can't help me on day-to-day stuff. I have to do it from this computer at the studio, and stuff gets missed sometimes. I mean, we're not perfect people. We're not perfect beings. We're going to make mistakes, and that one slipped through the cracks. And considering, I mean, we've done 131 videos, you would think that at some point we know what we're doing, but it does take time. But what do you think of the new shows we're doing and how we're doing it? Do you like the new style?
I think I do like it, like when we do a live show, we cannot like control it or like take back anything we said, it's done. Like even the bloopers, the mistakes, the things all like goes there. But with this other kind of show, like we control like the video, like so we can give them a better product to watch.
I agree with that. I like now that, and remember, I had to learn how to use it. I mean, 4 weeks ago, we're like, we're going to stop doing live shows and we're going to do studio editing. Oh, by the way, Tom, you have to do it all on the main computer. We can't do it anywhere else. Well, at least it has to be uploaded from here. I mean, we can build it, but everything is a little bit different because of the distance. So it's just easier if I do the whole thing here. And I had to learn the software. I had to learn what I was doing. I did not. I was not familiar. I used to do a show called Blue Collar Politics, and we would just talk about politics and all that. And I had a lot of listeners, but that was a live show. And I did the commercials and did everything from this same setup, same studio, just different, different means and different conversations. And we won't talk about political stuff here. We keep it anime friendly. But I also like that we're not concentrating on one anime anymore, and the number of viewers seems to go up. So it seems that's what our fans like also. Um, and sorry, I keep saying That's the other problem with live shows is you don't have a script to read. And we would normally talk about it. I mean, we write the script, but then so sometimes it sounds like we're reading a script, but we're also learning how to. You can't put all those thoughts down and then remember them all and then go through 4 or 5 different animes that you're talking about and remembering to only talk about what's appropriate to the title of our show. So we write our own script, and then we, of course, read that script when we're doing the show, which the last one, the one that's coming out right when we're done after this, we have a premiere show Sunday at 6. That's when we're releasing the built shows. I think this is one of our best, and I like it because I can put the bloopers at the end. We got some good bloopers every show right at the end. You got the bloopers, so hang out and check out the bloopers. And if you like any of the products that we show, please click on the link in the description. It'll take you right to the product. We got some cool stuff coming out. We got some new and different products coming out. So hopefully you like those. And by the way, Hassan builds all the commercials. So if it's the show, you can yell at me. If it's the commercials or something, you have to yell at him. But even the commercials aren't easy to build, are they?
No, actually, like this is the project like which bring me to the part of editing or like making something for digital. Like before that, like the work we were doing, like the dispatch, chef thing. I never have to like I just have to like design the menus for my restaurant, and that was all. But
And
now
that's
like we are
tough enough in itself. I've dealt with food before because we did a lot of camping. I've been to a lot of trade shows and stuff like that. And when you're going for a whole weekend or doing like you're doing, where you're selling food, you have to write the menu. Then you have to recreate. And my camera just took a dive off the. Sorry about that.
like this is the thing like we can control in the recorded show.
That would definitely make it to the blooper reel. Let me get. And I'm also moving my studio around. I'm getting rid of the windows because I got windows on my left side, so the light's different on the left side of my face as it is the right side. And the only way to get rid of that is I am moving to the other end of my office, and we're building an actual studio. So when Hassan gets here, we'll be sitting in the same room with windows, and because that way when we do a weather report, we just look out the window and tell you what it's doing. We're not like weathermen where they don't have windows in the studio, so nice sunny day, and in the meantime it's raining outside. It's like, come on dudes, look out the window. It's not that hard
uh,
to tell.
there's one thing like we didn't discuss and just came to my mind. Like when you were talking about the products, so like we want to tell the guys like the products that we are working on, so like they can order directly any like knife, sword of anime through us.
Oh, well, yeah, we're having custom knives built because I'm into knives. I got like 90 some knives. I mean, I have them hanging on my desk. I'm really into knives. And Hassan found a Damascus steel knife builder that they build them one at a time. So we're going to start carrying the knives, and we may actually, one product or another, we're going to start doing a giveaway once a month where you can, where listeners, if you're a fan and watching the show, we'll pick someone out of the chat room and we'll give a product to. So we got 4 shows. One of those shows, we're not telling you which one, we're going to be giving away a product for someone that's watching. So you definitely, it gives another reason to come check out the show. You might be able to get something cool. And these knives are awesome. They sell for over $100 each. They're really good, high quality. And my favorite color was blue, so the first ones, all the handles are blue. Do you have one handy you can show
Yeah,
everybody, or?
yeah, it's just sitting here in my office. It's in the
Nice.
plastic wrap.
Well, can you take the plastic wrap off without permanently ruining it? Because we
Yes.
definitely want these things covered
Oh
with,
yeah, because you have to keep the blade in the oil
right.
because the
I just want everyone to see, what it really looks like. And I want to see it too, because I have not held these knives in my hands yet, but they look gorgeous. That does look like a nice 11, and these are 11-inch knives. They are very sharp. And to get a knife, you have to be 18 years or older. If you're not 18 years or older, I'm sorry, but we can't give you the knife. We'll find something else to give you. Maybe give you a mug or. Wow, they really wrap them things good, huh?
oh yes, and it's covered in the oil to save the blade.
Good. Make sure you cover it in oil again. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, I cannot wait to get that knife. Let me see the spine. Show me the top of the knife. No, not that way, sideways. Keep turning. I want to see the spine. The spine is the back of the knife.
Okay, like that.
Yes, that's what I want to see. And the lighting's not good enough, but that's all right. I like the shape of that blade. That is gorgeous. We got a dozen of those knives coming this way. We can start selling them once they get here. Eventually, we'll build a website for them, but I cannot wait to get those over here. I got a buddy of mine that wants to buy a bunch. So we'll see how the first set go.
Oh,
But
yeah. And we also have this thing for the they come with
mm,
their each separate leather.
that looks, and those are handmade, right?
Yeah, everything is like even the knives, the handle, everything is like handmade and built here.
That's cool. Well, I can tell you one of those knives is going on my belt. It's not. I am keeping the very first one I pull out of the packaging.
Well, I was also thinking that, but I found out like here it is not allowed like legally to like have a weapon like that. So if you get caught by the police, it is going to be a huge problem for you.
We don't have that here. I mean, I can walk around with my 300 blackout, which is it has rapid fire, which is 3 shells at a time. I have single shot, and I have a scope that's set at 600 yards. When I go hunting, I'm lazy, so I want to shoot a deer from afar away, and so if I get to 500-600 yards away from it, I'm dropping that deer. I'm getting me some lunch. And then the first thing we do when we clean that deer is you cut some tenderloins, you start a fire right there, and which you got to start a fire anyway because that's how you sterilize the blades and your knives and all that. You sterilize them in the fire, you sharpen them up a little bit on a whetstone, and then you can clean your deer. Um, but I don't keep any of the deer skin and all that. I have a person that all that goes to, and every one that I get is promised. About the only thing that's not promised is the meat. Because I got to deal with the butcher, and the butcher takes 20% of the meat for butchering it. Um, and he's always mad. I show up, and we first thing we do is cut some of the tenderloin off and fry it up in butter right there where we drop the deer. I don't. It helps keep the bears away and stuff when you have a fire because you get blood all over the place. So you definitely got to be careful when you're, skinning out in the wild. It can cause you problems if you're not careful with predator animals. The first cougar I ever met was when I was cleaning a deer, and we cut a nice steak off that deer and tossed it out in the woods and gave it to the cougar. And I thought, have you ever heard of it's called the Devil's Challenge? It's whenever they showed everybody what it was in the movie, in the alligator movie. It was a little over the top the way they did it, but it's real. It's when you face down an animal that can kill you. Cougar, bear, mountain lion, tiger, anything that would wipe the floor with you with one hit. So we're talking big animals. And you're within 50 feet of that animal, which is a kill zone. If you get within 50 feet, you better have guns out because you're going to die. A cougar or a bear can cover 50 feet in 2 seconds. So if you don't already have your gun out, you're a dead man. And the cougar that we gave the steak to was well within the 50 feet. And I stared that cougar down. It was looking at me, and I already said my prayer. I thought I was a dead man. The deer was going to be lunch, and then maybe me too. I didn't know. But I had a pistol on me, but I probably could have emptied the entire pistol into it and still got hit by it. You're too close. A bullet's not going to... Unless you hit a headshot or a heart shot, you're not stopping that predator within 50 feet. You're just not doing it. That doesn't the way it could still die, but you're dying with it. And I stared it down. I ended up throwing it a steak, and it went on its merry way. So I passed the Devil's Challenge. The saying is that only people pure of heart can pass this challenge. So I'm I did it, granted this was 20 years ago, but, if you face that challenge once in your life, that's a lot. I know hunters that have never been that close to, animals. My buddy got attacked by a black bear, but, he's 6'6" himself, 320, so, he damn near wrestled that thing down. He charged at it, but he got enough shots in. He emptied a 6-shooter, a 44 caliber, like at, with the barrel shoved up into the gut and killed the black bear. So he got the bear and it wasn't even hunting season, and he was taking it out, and the ranger stopped him, and, he had some scratches and some bruises from that bear, and he filled out the paperwork and all that, but I thought he was going to jail because you kill something out of season, it better be for self-defense or you're a dead man. Anyway, we got way off the topic of what we were talking about, but we got cool stuff in the future. Whether or not you'll get a cook over here would be a different thing. I'm a chef myself, so maybe when we go to a trade show or something, we'll, do something. We'll see how all that goes in the future. This could be the year that you and I both are sitting in the same studio shooting a
Mhm.
show. We'll.
That is the original plan. Like when we started this channel, we knew like at some point we have to get into the same room to have a better shows, because still we are trying to figure out a software, a way where we can have a show, a perfect show without like, because still like the last show like we have on YouTube without audio, the recorded show was also like that. Like we didn't we have to record it again, and we did that.
No, not yet.
uh, we recorded it again yesterday, not the
No,
YouTube
we
one, like
didn't.
one
We
the
started
bond of.
working. We started working on something else. We still have to record that. That's what we're doing now. We were gonna record the show again, but no, I don't have new. I don't have updated recordings for that show because
I
I can take and put. I'm gonna put the new show in place of that. I'm gonna pull that one from the internet and put the new show in place of it, and then put it in the regular file under our YouTube, so it won't be available as a new show. I don't. I think it's already switched to private. I don't. Let me look. Um. So did you sell food yesterday, or?
no, that was for a family event. Like I next week my younger brother is getting married, so yesterday we had the first function related to marriage.
Oh.
I like 3 to 4 functions per marriage here, so and we selected the weekend, so like people can be there easily.
Oh, okay. I thought you were cooking food for the market.
Oh no, that project is also going here and there's like me and my buddy, we get together on a Saturday, like prepare orders like 200 pieces of that kebab, and we store them in a freezer. We sell them as a frozen food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing like live restaurant at the thing.
No, because with these kind of things that we are working on, we are not that. So, but like it's like ready to eat. Like if somebody want to, they just have to microwave it and they can eat it anytime.
Oh, okay. Well, that I'm looking forward to then. I
Yeah.
That's easy. I like that. You can buy it, take it home, microwave it, eat it. That's pretty cool. I For lunch I cheat like that all the time. I do simple little meals, or eggs in a
Mm.
basket, or do egg rice omelet or something, real easy for lunch. And we do the supper. We do the elaborate cooking. I'm not big. I used to bake lasagnas and I made my own sauce for it and all that stuff, but I don't do that anymore because to make a lasagna the way I make them and the way the cost is over here, it used to be like $60-$70 to make one 12-inch by 16-inch lasagna that's like that thick, and now that same lasagna is $165 to make it. You would have to sell each section of that lasagna for 20 some dollars to just to break even. And
Yeah, yeah. Prices are going up like everywhere. Like here, the things are getting like now we are buying the raw chicken like on the double of the price like we were doing it before. Everything has changed.
hmm. Well, we finally got our act together with the anime. You can check out our SEOs. Where we try to get stuff. TikTok's still hard to get used to, but we noticed that a lot of our fans checked out the short. We're up to 151 views on the Instagram one. so people know about the show. So hopefully they'll check out the show, which is we got another 4 minutes, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna take off from here, and then we both will be watching the new show with you as it premieres. Um, I'm not sure if it. This would be the first one I watch, right? As it premieres. Most of the time, I do instant premieres, and those have chat rooms, and I don't know if these will have a chat room or not, but it's a really good show coming up. That is.
Yeah, I have that playing on the screen and it's giving me 3 minutes time
Oh, really?
till
Is
its
that?
premiere.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Well, I got the schedule set at 2 minutes till, so at 5:58 it goes into a countdown, and then at 6 p.m. the show starts. So, but all these clocks could be off by a couple of minutes because we're dealing with about 15 clocks, and we're also dealing with what 14 time zones difference. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of things. So it might not everything just start. So we're gonna take off here at 17:58 by my time. We'll take off right as the premiere starts and let you guys go and check it out. It'll give you time to click on it and get ready. Maybe go get something to drink or get yourself some popcorn or potato chips. We'll think you like it. We put a lot of effort into it. We got some really cool stuff. The bloopers are funny at the end, so check it out. And we will try our best to never have no audio and stuff again. But we are only human. We make mistakes. If you're gonna start your own YouTube channel, it is not easy. It's not hard, but there's a lot of stuff you have to do every day on the promotion, and a lot of those guys that talk about, oh, we'll help you get millions of views and all that. It's not going to happen overnight. Now, because we're a want and not a need, it's taking us longer to build the channel, but hopefully
Okay, I am going to cut you. Like we are just 60 seconds away till the show premieres, so we'll watch the show.
all right, so we will talk to you guys later. It is coming up on 58. So hopefully you'll like the show, and we'll be here watching it with you. So enjoy. Have a nice